What guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with, of course, more Act 2 of episode Heresy, meaning some brand new weapons to look at. And what we're going to look at today is going to be, of course, the brand new Void Bow that you can't get, the Anamnesis. The Anam combat bow itself. That's the name we're going with. Man, why do they always give me the most ridiculous names ever? How am I meant to pronounce this, huh? But it is going to be a brand new Void Bow. And I will say that these weapons all look sick. But the bow in particular looks gnarly. Like, look how sick this looks. You can stick some, of course, shaders onto it as well. It looks so beautiful. I mean, look at that. Look at the freaking bow. Oh, man. The freaking, like, stem. Oh, it's so juicy, so freaking juicy. But yeah, this bow, it is going to be Void, which obviously the season's going to be insane. And I will say it's actually really, really dope, considering that you can get some juicy destabilizing rounds, sort of rolls on it. You can see on the screen all the rolls you can get. So a lot of people are going to go for probably repulsor brace destabilizing. And in PvP, there is a couple of rolls. It does have the Adagio, with some people like on the bows as well. It, of course, has the Demoralize as well. It's got some banger freaking perks, I'm not going to lie. Sword Logic is there as well. But, of course, PvE. Destabilizing rounds with repulsor, destabilizing in general is just going to be so nutty. Oh, actually, destabilizing rounds and Dragonfly. Holy explosions. That's probably my god roll PvE. I just haven't got it yet. But the Anam itself, this should be really, really dope. We're going to showcase what this is like in both some PvP and PvE. As I said, it is really dope. This is a seasonal weapon, so I basically got from doing the Court of Swords, which is basically a Court of Oryx. It's a seasonal weapon. You get it from doing Act 2 seasonal stuff. But yeah, we're going to try it out in some PvP. So without further ado, let's go in with the Anamnesis bow. Alrighty, so we're going to be on Wormhaven with, of course, our Anam the Good. This is what it's going to look like and everything. And when I said it was a gnarly ass bow, like, I mean, look how sick this thing is. Oh my god, it is going to be Void as well, so you get the Void kind of arrows going. But they should be really, really sick. I am on my, of course, Titan, because I just didn't change off PvE. But it does have Adagio and everything as well. And I don't know if I got a kill. Oh my god, what the? Okay, am I lagging or someone else? Oh, he's 1 HP. This is a lightweight frame bow, so this isn't exactly, and thank you for the assist, but this isn't going to be like your most damaging bow into the body shots. But if you can hit your headshots with these bows and you're good with bows, you can start to rail with the old freaking, of course, lightweights. And with the Adagio, of course, I can hit some extra juicy damage. That gets me getting with those one tap or double taps with the headshot body. And it's a lightweight frame, so you get the extra handling. Obviously, slower kind of draw time, but that's why Adagio is actually really nice on this bow for bow players, is because, yeah, you get that extra little bit of juicy damage, which you can see hit a body shot into a headshot. It's so nice with the good handling that the lightweight frames have. So it is one of the benefits this bow has. But yeah, I will say obviously that a lot of people are going to tell me, and realistically, this is, oh my god, that's a lot of people. But this is a PvE bow, really hard. It's a Void bow with like the stabilizing rounds and all those sorts of juicy perks. Buddy, what are you doing there? Just chilling under a bridge with a shotgun. Okay, what a weird ass spot. And buddy, please leave me alone. We'll get him now. And there's a double headshot. As I said, when you kind of get the headshots going, it is actually super, super nice. Like, the damage is just kind of honestly nutty with bows. I'm surprised more people aren't actually using bows, to be honest, because they absolutely clap. If you got someone good with a bow on your team, you actually do start to rail people. Obviously, if the team shotting, it's insane. But I'm telling you, you get a guy who will a Monarque or something in PvP with like just railing you in trials. It's one of the most annoying things that can happen in this game. No freaking heals or whatnot. None of that sort of what's it called? Oh, guys, help me! Thank you. Muchacho's gonna peek here though, buddy. Oh, I didn't hit the shot, but there we go. There's the body shot, and there we go. Look at that. We get it going. And the thing I will say though is that this is gonna, of course, be a Void bow. So this season, it's actually going to do a lot of work, because obviously Void headshots can get you that volatile marksman kind of going with the artifact mods. And if you get that going with like repulsor brace or anything when it comes to Void debuffs, it can actually be super, super good. Oh, it's a freaking rocket sidearm, buddy. I know the pain of it, buddy. I know the freaking pain. Get out of the freaking rift. There we go. That's where the damage comes in clutch. And this is obviously where we're going to absolutely start to rail, because I've got the freaking damage going with the Adagio, because as I said, Adagio on a bow on a lightweight of all things, it is really, really sweet. You just get that juicy handling with the extra damage. It is freaking saucy now. Boys, you just killed my teammate up here. There we go. We get the headshot. No, I didn't hit the headshot. And buddy, you're gonna peek, right? Ah, he's running at us. Get him. I'm whiffing. Ah, I whiffed I hit him there. You can see the bow in his freaking body. Someone get him. He's 1 HP. I do think though, PvP, that this is a bow that if you're a bow player, obviously it's actually gonna be really, really nice. And buddy, you're 1 HP. Give me this kill. Give me the Adagio. On buddy, peek. Yo, boys, peek. I've got a Dagio and I whiffed. Oh, give it a headshot. There's the 145. You love to see it. The freaking damage. Man, I'm whiffing so many shots, but as I said, when it comes to the actual bow itself, I think it's a really nice bow PvP. I'm not a guy who uses the bow often PvP, so I'm definitely not someone you should be sitting here thinking, buddy. No! The second guy, I wanted to fist that guy so badly I had to do it, but I'm not the biggest bow player, okay? So the guys who are going to look at me saying I'm absolute ass, yeah, completely warranted. I'm ass with bows, but for the bow players, you're a guy who uses bows a lot PvP, I actually do think this will be a really solid one. If you get any of the kind of draw time perks like the Arch Tempo and of course the Adagio and whatnot, you're going to do absolute work. Get a kill with this, getting a double headshot, get the extra damage with Arch Tempo. You will absolutely rail people, so I will say that this Anom, it's actually a really solid ass bow. I can't believe I actually died to a landfall there. That is insane. What a gamer. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things, of course, with their little Anom bow that could. And this is where it's going to be a really dope ass bow, as I said, in PvE. Especially with all the mods this season, you're gonna get your volatiles kind of going really consistently. Your destabilizing rounds kind of going really quickly, and obviously in a Void Titan build or in an Arc Titan build right now with ball charge, it's got to be pretty freaking nasty. I do have to run it over on this, so I can kind of get it going really consistently to basically get the shots going really fast. But as I said, when you kind of pair it with ball charge Titan and everything, it's just gotta be so freaking sick. I mean, you can just kind of start to rail with the ball charge, and if you're getting the volatile marksman going, obviously any void weapon it does absolutely work this season. That's why I kind of wanted to go on my Titan anyway, just to kind of showcase it. But yeah, the Court of Swords, that is called. This is basically Court of Vortex. This is where I got my rolls from, just doing a couple of these, and eventually you get yourself some rolls. It's really, really nice, of course. But you can kind of see that in PvE. It just claps. It's just so freaking nice there, guys. I'm the only one doing this mechanic, I think. I mean, this guy. There's the volatile. As I said, you just get one kill with the stabilizing. You start getting the volatile going. It just absolutely starts to rail. As I said, this bow, it's just so good in PvE. It's just gonna be an absolute freaking beast, especially for people who don't really want to be using, of course, the Monarque. If you want to use your exotic stuff for something else, like I don't really have one on right now, but maybe you want to use, of course, the Queen Breaker's bow or something like that. This is like the next best thing instead of having to use the Monarque. Even though Monarque is really, really nice with obviously the catalyst and whatnot, this is just a really good substitute as a legendary. It absolutely claps. All right, guys, I'll be like, I clear, and oh my god, I have not done this one before. Here we go. Here's the absolute blasting. These things are just gonna get ball charged in like 2 seconds. Look at this. You get the weakenings kind of going as well with the Maligned Harvest and everything. And as I said, this whole build is just, it's so nasty. I mean, Titans are obviously doing work this season, but the fact that we're getting void bows like this as well as like not even a world drop of seasonal weapons is just so juicy. I mean, look at that damage. It's just, I can't believe we're getting this bow. It's just so nasty. As far as void bows kind of go. Oh, I'm getting suffocating terror. I mean, just standing out in the open. Come on, heal me with the ball charge. But that's how good the bow is, as I said. In PvE, it's an absolute masterclass. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be one of these weapons you kind of want to get your hands on, because with the volatile and everything in the void this season, it's just absolutely claps out. Oh my god, guys, I got my freaking thing going. We're gonna pop my barricade in like 2 seconds. Give me the kill. We get volatile going. Pop a barricade. Give me the volatile, and we get damage going. Everyone just gets blasted. Look at the volatile going in with the ball charge. Oh man, it's so juicy. I'm telling you, this Anom bow, it's basically like the legendary Monarch right now with the stabilizing and maybe repulsive brace. As I said, I got the Archer's Tempo on this just to kind of shoot a lot quicker. Buddy, get out of my face. Give me that volatile going. I will say too that in PvE, one of the great things is that bows actually do an absolute freaking ton of damage PvE. I mean, they absolutely rail people. So that's one of the other reasons I would definitely suggest using this PvE, because the damage is definitely going to be there, even regardless of course, the ball charges and stuff I'm kind of getting going and everything. You're still going to get the damage kind of going in general with bows. I know lightweight frames aren't exactly the highest damaging archetype, but there's still a really solid archetype to kind of go in with the PvE. I know people might go for more of their hip firing sort of ones and whatnot, but I still just think that this bow in general is just, it's one of these where you've got to get some rolls off, and you probably will anyway, because you're going to be picking them up from just doing like this sort of event where you get, oh my god, look at this surprise, where you're going to be getting like a ton of rolls probably from just doing like normal nethers or whatever, or this freaking sort of event anyway. So you don't really have to consistently farm for it, but I will also say that farming is definitely a good option because it's just so freaking solid. Now we're gonna get suffocating terror over here. It doesn't matter though, we got a freaking ball charge barricades. Buggy blast them, boys. And he actually tanked it. Don't worry, we'll get this guy instead. There's the ball charge. Oh, it's so nice. Obviously, it's a lot easier to get ball charge kind of procking when you have the Monarch, because you're doing the poisoning and all that all constantly. All right, we only have 5 seconds to do this, so realistically, we ain't doing this. I don't even know if we could actually spawn him in time, but yeah, we're just never gonna get this in time. This is the final round, though. Actually, I forgot that it kind of keeps you in, so I might have just thrown. Oh, mama, keep me alive, boys. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Ah, I got shanked. And is this even like freaking? I think everyone just respawns, but I will say, yeah, this bow, it is just obviously just absolutely banging PvE. This is kind of where it's built for. I know people might rather kind of like the higher impact for sort of bows of PvE, but this is basically, I'm pretty sure they turned Monarch into a lightweight frame, and this is pretty much the same thing now with, of course, the ball charge. It's so beautiful. I think that, especially on a Hunter 2, maybe going with Falcons or other sort of void kind of builds and everything like that, it's just going to be absolutely freaking nasty in the right hands. As I said, right now, this is just, it's a beast. It's an absolute freaking beast. The Monarch it will kind of take it a little bit, because Monarch does that extra bit of damage because it is obviously exotic. So it does do extra damage in PvE compared to this, but I still will say that this weapon is still really, really solid. It still goes in really well. And as I said, if you want to use a different sort of exotic like Queenbreaker, or maybe you want to use Izanagi's in the top slot or something, I don't know. But it gives you that option, so you can definitely do that. But we are gonna get our rewards. We got a freaking Adam. Oh, he's using it as well. Ooh. No, we got, of course, the freaking glaive. Ooh, what do we get? Well, this is basically how you do get your different rolls and everything. Just do a ton of these, like Court of Oryx or Court of Swords and whatnot. You'll get a bunch of the new seasonal sort of weapons. Well, that is it for me, and of course, the Anamnesis bow itself. As I said, the Anam combat bow, this thing absolutely rails out. This is going to be the one I was using PvE with the stabilizing rounds and, of course, Archer's Tempo. I do have like a kind of, I'd say, curated or special role here because I have to run it over trait. Obviously, the Willing Vessel is a great trait on this as well. It does increase the draw time and everything if you're doing damage, so it can be really good for the ball charge. I just kind of like this when everyone's grouped together. It's really nice. But I will say that the Anam bow itself, this is just an absolute freaking beast. Not alone is it a beast, it's damn freaking nasty. Like, look at the shaders you can put on it. Oh man, I just love this one so much. So the void freaking with the gold is just so sick. I mean, look at this thing. Honestly, one of the sickest weapons in the game right now. It honestly looks so dope. And I will say that if you're a Monarch guy, you like to, of course, sit beside a Rally Barricade Titan, Arc Titan, this is like the legendary version of it. Obviously, it's not going to do as much damage because it's legendary and everything, but I will say that if you do like that playstyle, or if you're doing work with it, or maybe you want to just use as, say, Queensbreaker or something else, this is like the next best thing for that energy slot with the Void. As I said, the mods this season are definitely helping it, but get a destabilizing repulsor or just destabilizing on this weapon in general, and you'll do work. The stabilizing actually with Dragonfly would be just nutty with a Void. Oh, Void Hunter. Oh, it could be juicy. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like, and some more content, subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.